Welcome to our grammar session. My name is Brenda Vasquez. I'm part of F at Intecap. Today, I'm going to talk about simple present and present progressive. Let's start. Okay, simple present. Simple present is to talk about what happened today. The use. We talk about simple present when we use it for general truths. For example, the sun rises early in the morning. For current habits, I always attend classes in the morning. For permanent situations and states, for example, Angie teaches French at a local school. Or for telling jokes and other informal stories. So, a man goes to see his girlfriend. For live sport commentary, for example, Charlie passes to Susan. It's a goal. For newspaper headlines, for example, Hawking wins Nobel Prize. For reviews and summarize, the film ends with us not knowing whether they have been successful or not. Instructions and directions, for example, you turn left at the end of the road and the school is up ahead. What is the way that we use for affirmative sentence? First of all, we need a subject. In this case, I'm going to explain with I, you, we, and they. We need to add a verb, study, for example, and then we need a complement. For example, English. In this case, we study English. A structure for the third person. We need the subject. He, she, and it, plus the verb studies. If you notice, we need to add the s, es, or ias, plus, again, the complement, English. For the negative form, we need a subject, and also we need an auxiliary, do not or does not, plus the verb, in this case, study, plus the complement. Let's see an example. I don't study French, or we can write, I do not study French. She doesn't study Portuguese. For present progressive, we are not talking about the past, and we are not talking about the future. We are talking about the moment of speaking, right now. The use. When we are talking about the use, we are talking about actions happening at the moment of speaking. For example, Peter is reading a book now. Also, for temporary actions, I am working in Rome this month. For actions happening around the moment of speaking. For longer actions, my friend is preparing for his exams. For repeated actions which are irritating to the speaker. For example, with always, constantly, forever. What about Andrew is always coming late? For present progressive affirmative, also we need again the subject plus the verb be. For example, am, is, are, plus the verb plus ing, and then we need the complement. Let's see an example. You are working at Intecap. For present progressive negative, again we need the subject plus the verb be, and I am not, we, you, they aren't. The verb plus ing plus the complement. Let's see an example. You aren't working at Intecap. For the present progressive negative, also we need the subject. For the third person, we use he, she, and it, plus the verb be again. In this case, we use isn't, plus the verb, plus ing in the verb, and the complement. She isn't working at Intecap. For the present progressive, for yes/no questions at the beginning, we need the verb be. For example, is plus he, she, it. And we use for are, we, you, they. Plus the verb and ing and the complement. Let's see an example. And don't forget the question mark. Is she working at Intecap? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Are they leaving early today? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and follow us on social media. Bye.